future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get to the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get to the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Turn the silver to gold to stay focused. My future like clay, I'ma mold it. Just imagine Elon on the tweet, with a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street, cause that crypto gon' bring it to me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on out the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE, now my wrists I'm froze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy, all the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby, all you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get to the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows, that's Cupid. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy. All the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold.
All you really gotta do is hold it. Tryna silver to go to stay focused. My future like clay, I'm a molded. Just imagine Elon on the tweet. With a T on the back of the seat. I ain't gotta go trap in the street. Cause that crypto gon' break into me. MiniDOGE got them lit and it's on at the sea.
I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy. All the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy. All the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. I bought MiniDOGE. Now my wrist is unfroze. Got enough pre-sale, so I got it on the low. MetaMask crazy. All the coins get exposed. Diamond hands, baby. All you gotta do is hold. Got it on Binance with 4 VPNs. Flipped at the shorty, then made me the check. 2 second get to the bitches undressed. 50 years diamonds all up on my neck. MiniDOGE drip is stupid. Nigga, I'm wet like fluid. Call the plug, yeah, that's Lewis. Jamal Murray arrows.
Alrighty, what's going on out there, Mini Army? How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is alive and well, staying safe. Let's see, we'll give it a second. We'll let everyone with our Telegram, everyone with our Telegram community gets an opportunity to jump on here to join us before we get started. So just so they don't miss anything, although we do post our AMAs after. Well, they upload immediately after we are concluded here. I just want to make sure we give the opportunity for everyone to join in. So give it a couple seconds, and we will get started. Let's see. All right, so we'll get rocking and rolling. We'll just get going right here. What's up? Going on, Mini Army? Hope everyone is out there once again, staying safe. I am Devin, CCO here with Dev Team 6.
Hey, Devin.
I have with me, finally, I can say this, this is the first time in, 3 weeks?
Oh, goodness,
wow.
yes.
I have to me on my right, it would be your left, but this is a voice AMA, of course. Our CTO, Eric. Eric, tell everyone hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be back among the living. Barely.
Awesome. Well, Eric is here. Happy to have him finally. He's doing well. So we're just excited and very blessed and honored to, have him back in our presence.
Oh,
and
good.
also,
that's a little deep, but I appreciate it.
Also, to my left, I have here our CEO, Bill. Bill, tell everyone hello.
Hello, Mini Army.
Awesome. Well, some very exciting thing going on. Let's see. So we'll jump right into our AMA here. I'll go over some of the mini champions from this week, as well as the mini mods from this week, from our lovely mod and brand manager, Jer, always holding down the fort for us, doing all the hard work and everything, so we greatly appreciate him. Make sure you guys shoot him a message and just tell him thank you for all that he does, all the feedback he provides constantly with the whole, whole bunch of things we have going on. So first and foremost, we have our mini champions. First mini champion is Bullo888. Jared has a note here, huge help in the China community, always active and supportive.
Yay!
So, Bullo, congratulations to you getting that mini. Let's see, next we have Guru9901. Jared has a note here, positive attitude and always helps others, answers questions from the community. So, Guru9901.
Yay!
Hats off to you. We greatly appreciate all that you do there, staying positive. That's very important for any project. Last, we have Chris Shira. I don't know if I butchered that or not, but
Chris Sharia, huh?
Hey, if it looks
a lot of S's in there.
If it looks good, it's good.
That's right.
Anyways, Jared has a note here, always consistent with messaging. He is truly a great supporter, as he always pops in with his infamous Go $1. comments, which has become a mini sensation. Awesome.
All right.
Well, Chris Sharia, we appreciate it so much. We appreciate all of our mini champions. Thank you so much. Next, we have our mini mod of the week. And our mini mod of the week is Call Me Leah _0.
Or call me Leah O.
It's got to be a 0.
You think it's a 0?
I think it's a 0.
Okay.
You know you can't see
All
too.
right.
You know you can't see too well.
All right.
You got them COVID eyes.
COVID brain.
Jared has a note here. Has been very active, helps the community, and has been an outstanding mod. So call me Leah _0. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of our mini champions and our mini mods. We appreciate it so much. If you guys are out there in the community, make sure you're always being supportive. Make sure you spread the word. Make sure you're out there, quote unquote, as they call it, shilling your bags. You know, just getting the word out. You know, welcoming new community members. You know, helping to answer any questions, concerns, or anything. Just keeping it positive. You know, keeping a positive community with everything going on. And all the exciting things that we have coming here in the very near future. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see, Bill. Have any updates for the community? Anything you want to provide? Eric, anything we want to provide before we jump into these lovely questions we have here?
No goodness. I think we should jump in.
Well,
What do you think, Bill?
you know, I do want to reflect a little bit. I know, you know, every week that goes by, you know, we keep making progress on this end. One thing that we are wanting to commit to is to bringing more progress updates, giving a little bit more in-depth view for you guys to really see the project, really understand where we're at, know some of the pieces of the puzzle. So we're going to be working with Jer and working with him, actually trying to get a meeting set up with him maybe tomorrow, so we can continue on some of the things that we're going to do to get better, especially with transparency and bringing some true value to our holders in terms of them being a part of the journey with us, as opposed to a lot of questions. I feel like we do a lot of answering questions versus a lot of telling the story.
That's true.
So I want us to become better storytellers, give you guys something that is of value that you feel is going to give you at least a pulse on what's happening, how it's happening, expectations, things of that nature. Just because the more and closer you get to the project, the more confidence we build together. And obviously it's, you know, this is a type of project that's not going to be an overnight thing. This is something that's going to take some time to truly see its full potential, and it's not going to be done just half-butt and half-assed, really, if I have any other way of saying it, because, you know, the expectations I know we have, I have, Eric has, and I know Jer shares very, very deeply in this expectation of being able to put something out there that is of the highest quality, that's going to give us the highest level of retention when it comes to users. And in order to do that, it takes time. You know, I'd be lying to you guys if I said anything other than that. There's no way to spin it to make it feel amazing. There's no way for us to, you know, say, hey, you know, we've been through this. Yeah, we expected it to be a lot sooner and quicker. Truth be told, you know, we very much had a lot of choices to make in this project. One of the biggest choices was there was a lot of already pre-cloned platforms that were already pre-structured and scoped and ready to go, and pretty much plug and play your characters, your concept, and maybe some graphics, and, you know, you'd be able to really just get going a lot quicker and a lot sooner than, you know, starting from scratch. But when you're doing something like we're doing, which is uniquely built to a specific vision, it does have to be scratch, start from scratch, from the ground up, building it. So I just want to make sure, one, we absolutely appreciate you guys. Means the world to us that you guys have spent a lot of your time. You have choice to where you want to actually invest your time, and you choosing to invest your time here, your loyalties, your belief, your trust. It means the world to us. Everybody here at Dev Team 6 certainly I know I can attest to it, and I've seen others in the team, and I know Jer also shares in this same expectation that, you know, we all appreciate you guys really being a part of this with us. We will continue to get better. We're not perfect. We don't pretend to be perfect. Do we want to be great? Absolutely. Greatness is certainly something that you strive for. And obviously, you can't really maximize greatness. You can only execute progress. So it's extremely important that everybody that's out there knows that our intention is to do greatness. Our intention is to achieve something that is going to build a long-term, years and years and years down the road, viability of retention of the platform that is built. You know, I didn't want to go clone Axie and throw some characters in there and call it MiniPets. That's too easy, and it's actually the easy way out. We could have done that. I have no interest in that. I know Eric has no interest in that. Having lots of conversations with Jer, who I trust vehemently as any other part of our team. We are very dedicated to greatness. It's the road that gets you to greatness that isn't always the road already traveled. And in order to
It's a truism.
your face was priceless.
Yeah, it was a truism.
Isn't always the road already traveled. So some cases we're paving our own way, which is, you know, if you're paving a road versus sealing a road for the second time, it's a lot harder to pave it the first time. So we're definitely excited about where we're at. We know we've made some places where we could have actually been able to save some time. But as we go through, in order to know and confirm what we're doing, and first in regards to the steps that we're taking, sometimes you've got to actually take some of those steps to confirm whether they belong or they don't belong with what we're trying to accomplish. So I just wanted that to be said. I know Eric Eric and I, the team, you know, please understand we are 100% focused on getting MiniPets. It's our primary focus at this point. I think one of the mistakes we may have made in the beginning might have been working on MiniGames and all these other things, and that I think was a really good idea, and it was a great opportunity for us to bring some awareness to the project, but it definitely got in the way of the development process. And we want to really just make sure you guys understand we are 100 miles an hour focused on MiniPets at this point. The NFT series is going to be derived from the development side of MiniPets. It's going to be actual authentic game assets. Jer and I have got a pretty good plan. We're going to be rolling out with Eric. He's got some things that we're going to be rolling out with Eric and Devin this week, so we can start to really implement some of those pieces as well. So I feel very confident where we're at. I feel like where we've been through is actually very beneficial to the project, because, you know, anything that you go through helps you get through where you're going. And in order to be the best, you sometimes have to go through those pieces. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know everybody else that works here at Dev Team 6 feels the same way. But we want you to know how excited we are about the future of this project. This project is certainly, because it has so much potential, and it truly is something that we believe is going to help build standards for blockchain gaming. It definitely is something worth waiting for. And, you know, I obviously, being here, know a lot more about where we're at and what's going on and how we're getting there than most of you do. But in the same light, I know that you guys trust what we've been doing. Yes, we're not perfect. We are learning some pieces from the blockchain development side to the gaming side, the graphics side. But as we go through this process, the output is going to be awesome. The end result is something that we will not accept anything less than great. So thank you, everyone, for being here, and we appreciate it. You can start your questions now.
Awesome. Let's get rocking and rolling. So First question here is: there's a Code 42 event going on for the MiniDOGE Indonesian community.
Code 62.
62. Whoa.
That wasn't even close.
Code 42. Code 42. Was that your football number, 42?
Yeah, I was watching
you
a
having
little.
flashbacks?
I was watching a little bit too much football.
No,
this
he was
weekend.
watching the score against his New Orleans Saints.
Oh,
Wow.
ouch.
Wow. You know, no comment. I will not comment there.
It's okay. If you lose, you lose.
No, Code 62 is the country code for Indonesia.
Yes, plus 62. Okay.
Are we good?
Let's start from the top.
All right, let's start
There's
off
a
again.
Code 62 event going on for the MiniDOGE Indonesian community. Will the project team join us in this event? Starting November 10th, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Indonesian community will be working together to buy back. We're hoping we could do the lower buy tax for this event. So absolutely, you know, Eric and I actually was just finished chatting about that. So that is definitely something that we're going to do. We'll announce that here very soon.
We love it.
Within the next, hopefully next few hours, if not very first thing tomorrow morning, with a little bit of marketing material. Marketing the decreased tax and everything going on there. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll leave the 6% as a reflection, so it makes no difference to the users. And we'll come up with a timeline for how long we'll hold that. But Devin will release that information, push it to the communities.
Awesome. So we appreciate it, and we would definitely support that. Let's see. We would love to hear from the splendid Patrick some of the content like quests and activities he's making in Doge World. That was cool when he went on voice chat a while ago. I know it was mentioned there was a new videographer. Maybe you all can do a little quick snippet or interviews of people around the office on what they're doing for MiniDOGE. Plus, we enjoy seeing the team's smiling faces.
Oh, goodness. What if we're not smiling?
Oh man, that's
Should we, Justin, come say hello?
Oh, for sure.
Justin,
Yeah, come on,
introduce yourself,
Justin.
please.
Say
Hello, everybody. Hello. You're getting a new video today. Halloween party video dropping after this.
Well, who are you, Justin?
My name's Justin. I'm your videographer. I'm the new videographer.
You're the new videographer?
Yep.
Our videographer has a shirt that says "Call me if you get lost."
That's Tyler, the creator. So.
So make sure to call him. And he is in Telegram. He is in the main community.
Yeah. Tell me more video ideas you want. I'll see what I can do.
Absolutely. So Justin, we appreciate it. Justin's awesome. Justin's taking the helm on getting us set up and everything for our AMAs, as well as recording video content around the office throughout the day. Some cool stuff that we used to do that we kind of got away from. Certain situations caused that, but definitely getting back to our roots. And as Justin said, there will be a Halloween party video dropping here today, and more things to come relative to development, relative to those quest line, those activities, and all of those things to do with MiniDOGE and all of the exciting tech that we have coming here. Next question is: in a recent AMA, it was mentioned that there will be two NFTs released, one for the OG holders. OGs, you gotta know about the OGs, Bill. One for the OG holders from release and not selling, and another for holding more of holding from a more recent date if they hold a minimum of 5 billion MiniDOGE tokens. My question is, will the OG holders be given both NFTs? And what is the requirements to qualify for the OG holders? What if they sold? How much minimum would they needed to have held?
Well, I'd say if you wanted both of them, you gotta have held 5 billion, right? I mean,
Right.
if that 5 billion's part of the equation,
Right. The whole time.
you can't sneak under that.
What if
Just
they
because you're an
sold-
OG and you got 27 MiniDOGE
Well,
left.
if they sold and bought back to requalify or something?
What if they sold like one MiniDOGE token?
I think we're gonna have to put out some real.
Yeah, we'll get
Scope on
We'll get the
this.
scope and the rules and everything, so people aren't questioning
Yeah.
what
And,
will
yeah.
qualify and won't.
We'll make it concrete.
We'll get that out. Our goal to get that out would be sometime by end of week.
And I'll pull in and have those conversations with Jerry as well. So, next question here is: it was previously mentioned that MiniDOGE would not be taking a backseat to Pi or Moonforce. Is that still the case, seeing as how Pi and Moonforce seem to be generating a lot of hype and buzz in BSC at the moment? Question mark.
Well, I mean, naturally, how everything kind of works is based on natural timelines and progressions. And obviously, Pi's been around for quite some time, and it's now meeting its progression to its next phase. So that naturally is always going to bring some attention to it, some excitement, some buzz. And I think the only reason Moonforce is being brought into the equation is because it is the next part of the roadmap that goes with a proof of concept there. So that is a natural expectation. One thing that I do have to say for MiniDOGE is we are planning on a banger next week that we're going to be dropping. And this is a surprise. This is something that I'm excited about. I know that a lot of you are kind of looking for the next thing. I know DogeX is something that we should be having come out here shortly. That's where we'll be doing some staking and some things like that. But the exciting thing that we're going to have come next week, I think is going to really excite a lot of you. Our goal is to continue the roadmap, but also really build into the pieces of this project that are going to give it a certain foundation that is for success. So very excited about that. We'll be bringing that to you guys next week. Probably on the AMA, I would say we'll put a banger. We'll actually get, because it's live video, so we can put
video
we could
next
put it
week.
on the backdrop, banger alert.
Justin, noted.
That would be priceless.
But the question,
The question
previously mentioned, the MiniDOGE would not be taking a backseat to Pi, and of course
it's
it's not going to take a back
Taking
seat.
a back seat. And I want to be clear. I hear this all the time, and it's just to understand Dev Team 6, to understand that we have a very large roadmap, to understand that we have allocated and we are allocating a lot of our resource dedicated to each project. We don't cross those lines amongst the project on purpose because we don't want any one project to have less effort than any other project. And so as these things start to come to different stages and milestones within each project, it may feel like something might feel like it's on the back burner for a minute, but that has not.
But it's not.
It's not the case because it hasn't. We haven't stopped the process and progress that is happening for MiniDOGE. Well, everything else is happening. It's not like you rob Peter to pay Paul.
No, MiniDOGE's been going full steam.
MiniDOGE is definitely always and will continue to be worked on by its dedicated people, and we will continue to strive for greatness, as we've always said, and we'll get there. But there is no back seat in this car. There's only a front seat, and we're running about 100 miles an hour to get wherever we're going, and at the end of the day, the potential will be reached.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I mean, if you really look at it, as far as in-house go, MiniDOGE has the most attention.
It actually has the most dedicated people in-house than any other project that we have, correct?
Yep.
That is true.
Let's see. Next question. Will MiniDOGE tokens that are staked in DogeX be considered the same as holding them in your wallet? For example, will the rewards that may or may not be available to long-term holders be made available for stakers?
That's a question that comes up a lot.
Well, the one thing that I have to say is we have to actually see a lot of asking those questions is great, and sometimes there's two yields for a stake. There could be the yield for one token. It could be a yield for Ethereum. It could be BNB. It could be all sorts of things. So what we're going to do is release that detailed information on how the staking is going to work, how it'll occur, how it will work with the current tokens that you have. We will give you those details. So please give us a minute once we're testing DogeX, which I believe Tommy is pretty darn damn close. I think the pools were being done late last week, so I think at this point it's getting ready to go to test phase. Once we go through the test phase, we will get more detail on the exact pieces, give you guys an outline on staking, how it will work, so you guys know how to do it, and everybody's going to win in the end, and that's really all that matters.
That's what we're after.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next we have, will we have more detailed information for each on the wallet and contract on BSC scan?
I think what they're asking is, when you look at the list of holders, you get all these contracts that hold tokens. I think they're looking for more detailed information on each of those wallet and contracts on BSC scan. but that's just a guess on my part.
What are they
I'm
looking?
not exactly sure what.
On the list of holders for MiniDOGE, all the contracts that are listed, they're not all detailed as far as what they are. So I think they're looking for more information on what each one of those wallets. I know Tommy was working on that, and I'm not sure exactly where he's at on that.
All right, we'll get some clarification on that question. Let's see. Next one here is let's see. Can we get an update for the iOS release?
Oh, where are we? What
We're on
about
the
George
next page.
Costanza?
We already touched on the videographer. If you
No.
want to read it, I can. Let's see, there's a question here. Bill, I spoke to you 2 weeks ago on the voice chat. You said you had a new videographer and sneak peeks behind the scenes were coming real soon. Where's the progress on this? We, as a holder base, don't need an official launch date. We just want to see the sneak peeks and behind the scenes progress to get the base hype and give us things to pump. In the initial launch, you guys had this kind of energy, and that's what made this such a phenomenal project.
Come on, Justin. Come talk to us more about what you've got on your list
No,
of.
I was just gonna pull this up and give them a sneak peek.
Aha, hey, there we go.
Plans are coming. I got content ideas. I'm having a meeting tomorrow with Ebony and Devin, I believe.
Oh my God, those.
Yep. And what else? Yeah, if you guys have any more content ideas, again, send it my way. I'd love to hear it. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, it's coming.
It's coming
down the pipeline.
It's
guys.
coming. He's getting into his James Bond to sneak around and videotape people that don't want to be videotaped. They
Yep.
shall remain nameless, but it is me is one of them.
I'll be crashing these real soon.
All right.
I've said that 1,000 times. I'm not going to say 1,000
And then the whole sneak around comment.
The sneak
This
around.
doesn't sound right.
Sneaky pits.
Right? Does that not sound like
we're not
what
gonna
you
go
would-
there, Bill.
What you would do around the office is sneak around.
He is definitely better be sneaking around if he's going to get some good
He's
picks.
told to sneak around, guys.
It was, wasn't it?
Must
Did we
be.
not go over that?
Yep.
All right.
Minimum of 2 years of sneak around.
Plus, we need to make sure we get a lot of video, footage of Ryan,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because she is, besides myself, I think she is the other main person that does not like to be videoed.
Let's see. Next question we got here is, can we get an update on the iOS release of Mini Mahjong? Has the next mini game been completed? And if so, when will it be submitted to the app stores? I'm guessing they mean Google Play Store and App Store, iOS App Store as well. Finally, when will we get some governance for community members? You guys mentioned this months ago, and I think the community deserves to have a say in this project. Thank you.
As far as the Mini Mahjong, I did talk to Tommy about that, and Mini Mahjong is still stuck in the Apple App Store. It's got an issue rendering outside of the safe area that Tommy's been working on. So hopefully we'll have that finished up and get that pushed through on the App Store here this week, hopefully. But we'll see how that goes with Tommy on that. So.
Okay. Next question. What are your plans for worldwide adoption? Is it focused on a particular region or intend to have communities from different regions? And also, what are the things that make your project unique? Because I think having communities from different regions will make it great, and also having lots of use cases will make it a wonder. So obviously worldwide adoption is part of the plan. One of the biggest things we're going to do in each community, and this is worldwide, not just having specific, but have brand ambassadors that we will build out once the actual MiniPets game goes live. Brand ambassadors will be obviously provided with the tools and resources that they need to be able to really get into their community, work with their community, bring awareness to not only MiniPets, but also the bigger picture there, which can actually allow people to adopt and play to earn when they're in the game itself. Another thing we plan to do is, as revenue starts coming in for MiniPets, is to supply those brand ambassadors with devices, because not everybody in those communities will have a compatible device to be able to play MiniPets. Well, they want to continue to show proof of concept in those communities, and then obviously the goal is to continue to build user bases as we grow. We also plan to use our brand ambassadors in each community to help build inroads with local government and local communities to try to help build infrastructure as needed and things of that nature as well. So we are planning a mass worldwide plan that once MiniPets is live, that will actually be part of our adoption phase, not just marketing to avid players that are current, but also encouraging people that don't have access to this stuff in those communities to help. The next question you have here is, in MiniPets, can we fight against players? And if we win, will we win MiniDOGE? It is a PvP. It is a PvP inside of the arena. The arena will have multiple games, such as Doge Ball and some other fun games to play against each other. In that, we will actually have ways for you to earn minis, which obviously are converted into MiniDOGE or into any fiat or other cryptocurrency. When
Or to
you
purchase
cash out.
assets.
Oh, purchase,
Yeah.
obviously.
In-game
That's
assets,
That's
yeah.
what they're meant for,
Yeah.
is a stable way to purchase your assets. The next question, do we plan to get influencers in the Philippines? Because there are many Filipinos who love NFT games. This is so true. I think Axie is one of the most adopted games
It's true.
in the Philippines. If I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's good market research there. But yeah, no, we certainly have a game plan on the Filipino influencers. One thing that we definitely need to do is obviously time it. We are planning to make sure that we're going to utilize that when it's necessary, doing it where we're still waiting on, the game and some other things might not be the best return for the time and effort for getting the influencer to actually go live with something. But we will do some series of the same influencers just so they can talk about it early in the near future, and then talk about it when we go beta, and then talk about it again when the public release happens, just to get some more content in those countries as well. The next question here, we are only 50 days until the end of the year. Haven't heard anything on mini beta, the trailers, gameplay, screenshots. Can you update us on what's going on? Yeah, we are at this stage, just wrapping up the graphic side of things. Jer and I spoke in depth, I think, last Friday, just going over our feelings on where we're at with the graphics, where we're at in the phases of that. And we've come to a conclusion that, and we still are going to be meeting with Eric and Devin probably tomorrow, I would say at this point, to really just execute the game plan with the development team and really just allow them to do what they do best. They've got the scope, they've asked all the questions, they've gone through some of the pieces of the puzzle, but we are doing and trying to accelerate the graphics process by using other graphic designers that were not connected to the development team. Jer and I have already agreed that it makes more sense for us to, continue the process utilizing just the development team to try to accelerate this, so that we've got the people, the gurus that do what they do best. They've built multiple blockchain games. They've got some great stuff out there already in the space. Just allow them to do that. Part of the reason why we used other graphic designers was to try to accelerate the NFT series, get that out to you guys as soon as possible. But we're realizing that it's much easier to progress and a lot quicker to progress when it's all under one spot, especially with the experience and the knowledge that those guys have that we are working with, because they do bring that level of experience on the graphic side as well. So that is where we're at with the game at this time. So when it comes to beta trailers, gameplay shots, screenshots, all that stuff, as soon as that stuff does come available to us to release to everybody, you will see it.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely our intention. Obviously, you've seen some of the 3D pets and some of the other stuff, or characters, I guess you could say. But our goal is to get you full screen, backgrounds, the world, actual gameplay, as soon as possible. So we will continue the process we're on, and we will try to accelerate that as quickly as possible so you guys can see it. Moonforce project is delaying MiniDOGE product releases since it seems a lot of work has been put on Moonforce launch. We will see when will we see tech release for MiniDOGE before Moonforce is launched?
Well, it's the second time that
Well,
question come up.
let me answer that really quick. Number one, the only focus that has been on Moonforce, and I just want to make sure we're clear, is AMAs that have been done through requests of multiple investor groups that are across cryptocurrency, mostly on Telegram. Those AMAs are actually hosted by me, by myself. I don't typically have an Eric and a Devin and the rest of the team doing that. The main reason is because I'm not building MiniDOGE. I'm not building MiniPets. I'm not the one actually behind the scenes moving the progress forward that the project itself has. So there is no project being delayed due to a Moonforce AMA or any effort that has happened on my part when it comes to Moonforce. MiniDOGE, MiniPets, the same focus. I spent time with Jared last week. We are committed and dedicated to getting this thing accelerated as quickly as possible. I think Jared can attest to that for all of you in the community. You know, he can give you some insight on that as well. But will you see tech released for MiniDOGE before Moonforce? It's kind of a race to the finish line right now on DogeX and you know, PiSwap and Moonforce. So I mean, at this point, we're not going to strategically stop anything because again, they all work separately. They all have separate teams. Asking me or anybody to wait on something to release before something else, especially when it's team-based and they're committed and isolated in their project, we'd be asking them to sit and wait for days until something is ready on the other end, and that launch goes and this launch goes, and we just would be wasting valuable time doing that with those teams. So no, we're going to release them when they're ready. Do I think it's possible that DogeX will come out before that? Absolutely.
It is possible.
But again, it's all a matter of the timing that happens amongst those various platforms. But that's my complete, honest, transparent answer, so you guys have something to truly work with. But we are 100% committed to everything that we've always committed to originally. The excitement is still there. We're still pumped about this project. This is something that was a vision, a crazy vision, that honestly I think was something that we were just so into the concept of bringing pets back because, you know, those Tamagotchis and all that when we were kids. And I know that people don't typically grow out of pets. Pets usually grow old and leave us, but we don't grow out of them. I mean, you typically see people replace a dog or a cat or something because the need and that inherent subconscious need for somebody to always have a pet around. I think
They're comforting.
They are comforting, but this brings that aspect, that element. You know, we're not Axie where you're a monster or create, you know, some creature that's trying to, you know, kill each other. This is more true to life. MiniPets is going to feel more like The Sims meets MiniDOGE in a way. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and keeping your pet alive and growing your pet and bringing assets and all that stuff is really going to be super fun. I think it brings like the adult level of Tamagotchi to life and gives you the ability to truly earn just a tremendous amount of asset value and total utility, intrinsic value within those NFTs and the assets within the game. So it's truly such a great, unique project. It's definitely different. I see other projects right now, and it really cracks me up listening to people like, oh, did you see this? Or did you see, what is that new one, Doge Dash or whatever that someone was pushing at me the other day. And yeah, I mean, those are really cool. They're nowhere near what we're building. They're nowhere near what we're going to be building with MiniPets. Doge Dash is, I think, a handful of levels, and it's pretty much the like a 2D game that basically, you know, you're in and out. And it's a mini game. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. It's definitely not something that is going to build an infrastructure such as MiniPets. It's something you'd probably, you know, what have you done for me lately, and you know, what's the latest greatest fad, and you play it once or twice, and you've already done it, so you move on. But yeah, we want something that people retain and something that's exciting that people will pretty much adopt as part of their life on a day-to-day basis, and that's what we're shooting for.
Awesome. Well, very exciting stuff there. Some awesome questions. Keep those questions coming on a weekly basis. Make sure you guys fill out that form that Jared provides to the community to submit your AMA questions to allow those to be answered here by our team. As you guys know, we have a weekly AMA on Tuesdays. 1 week we do video, next week we do voice. So, community, stay working hard out there. We appreciate it so much. We appreciate all that you do. Once again, congratulations to our mini champions as well as our mini mod. Congratulations on your hard work and dedication to the project, making sure that it stays positive and you provide any sort of answers and feedback there is out there that the community may have. So we appreciate it. We thank you so much. We will see you next Wednesday. Please note that the AMA time has changed, but it is still at the same time technically. There was daylight saving time ended here in the U.S., so now or here in Arizona, we're no longer on the same time as the Pacific Standard Time. So we are just a 1 hour difference. So our AMAs will be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but that is still 6 p.m. here for us in Mountain Standard Time here in Arizona. So with that being said, we appreciate it. Thank you all so much.